Hey y'all, here's a quick and simple tutorial for my Braid-Out Braid-Out. If you like what you see, stay tuned. For this look, I use what I call my Vera juice, which is just basically water, aloe vera juice, and a little bit of oil. I also use the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen, Grow, and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. With that, I use the Talia Wajid Curly Curl Cream to add hold and definition to my style. Lastly, I use my own personal oil mixture, which has extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, and sweet almond oil. First step for this is to section the hair off into sections. I like to do it this way so that I can keep my hair organized and neat while I'm braiding. Next, I spray my hair with the aloe vera juice mixture to add a little bit of moisture and give the product something to hold on to. Next, I add my product in oil, and I make sure to be very thorough in this step, concentrating on the ends so that my hair has lots of moisture as it sets in these braids. I next detangle my hair with my Tangle Wrangler brush, which I've had for like 2 years. And this brush is great for getting knots and tangles out of the hair without pulling and tugging and causing damage to it. Now onto the meat and potatoes, as my daddy would say, braiding up the hair. Now here you want to make sure to keep all 3 sections separated while braiding, not having any of them too long or too short, because that can disturb the pattern of the braid and make it hard for them to set properly. Now this step is very important. It can make or break your style. Coil the ends of your braids. It helps to add curl and an overall great shape to your hair. Finally finished with all that braiding. And I have about 16 braids in total in my head. Last thing to do is to cover your hair in a satin scarf or bonnet. Now, I personally prefer a satin scarf when it comes to my braids because bonnets tend to cause my braids to dry in crazy directions, whereas the satin scarf keeps them lying smooth in the way I want them to go. Now that the braids have dried, I take some of my oil mixture, apply it to my hands, and begin to take the hair down. As you can see, I'm moving the braids very slowly, keeping each piece separate so that I don't disturb the pattern of the curl. If you're not careful here, you can cause too much frizz, and you don't want that. Little side note, taking out braids is a long and tedious process. So make sure you have an extra 10 or 15 minutes on the side so that you can properly take them down and you don't have to rush yourself. So I've taken all the braids out, and as you can see, my hair has shine, great definition, and it feels super moisturized. So now I'm separating the hair, and even though I love definition as much as the next girl, for this I'm going for a more big, froed out type of look. So separating wasn't enough. I'm gonna take my good old Afro pick and go in on those roots. I want a lot of fullness and a bunch of volume for this style. Then I take a few bobby pins and pin them in place so I can get the shape that I want. Now you know I had to lay those edges down, child. So I take some of that curly curl cream and slick them things back. And there you have it, a braid out bomb enough to stunt on all these froze. Just kidding. But the hair does look good though. Till next time, y'all.